Hello and greetings to my YouTube family. It's a pleasure meeting with all of you today. Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Gwen, also known as Earth Angel G, and all these life lesson videos that I bring to you all come from the universe. It's God's way of showing His love to help us learn the lessons that we need to learn before we leave this earth. And as usual, we're going to start it off with the 23rd Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Again, all these videos come to us by way of the universe. So give thanks for the visuals that God has provided us with to go along with the messages. I ask that you please subscribe to my channel so it'll help me grow. And if you're enjoying the message, if it's helping you in any way, please hit that thumbs up button and I welcome all comments. Today's life lesson video is about facing a challenging decision, but you are unsure about which option to take. It signifies the need to keep your relationships balanced. It's about the barriers we put up between ourselves and others and those we create within ourselves. Internally, we block off emotions. It denotes a stalemate, truce, or being in a crossroad. It suggests creative disagreements that can lead to realization that two heads are better than one, whispering that you must move on in one direction or the other because the big picture won't arrive until you do. Sometimes we are the ones who has to make the tough call. There's evidence that intuition will assist us in relaxing and accepting our intuition. It often represents a love interest who is still in a state of being in between, and they may be transitioning out of a past relationship, feeling stuck in the middle, stalemates, and denial. It reflects a period of indecision, emotional turmoil, and tension, shutting out distractions and really quieting all the voices outside and inside our minds. Ensure that your criticism about your partner right now is fair before you make them. It indicates your inner critic is coming through loud and clear. You may doubt yourself or tell yourself negative messages, or you may be reproaching yourself for past mistakes so much that you are unable to see the lesson to be learned from those mistakes. It means that you are delaying choosing your relationship due to your self doubt. It means that you doubt yourself too much. Stark reminder that it's time to take responsibility for your life. And it can all be about you and only what affects your little world. It suggests that you feel like you are bumping into external imposing restrictions, even if you thought you had let go of the limitations. You're a person that is either written in self doubt or overly harsh, and can often signify major loss, troubled childhood, or personal struggle, which is interfering with your current relationship. There's a resistance to transformation. The universe is trying to send you a message and invite you to something bigger, but you're not listening. It indicates a time that you have worked hard and focused entirely on your task. This means that you must really strive to be the best, indicating a time of hard work, commitment, diligence, and dedication, a period of labor and effort. Patience, determination, and pride in your progress are the best ways to ensure your success. So prepare to put in a lot of work. Many people despise the thought of putting in too much effort and want to point the fingers at others. Just buckle down and do it. It's recommended that you focus on your main project and produce as much as you can while staying healthy. This doesn't have to be a negative thing, but you must be prepared for it. Put in the work. May not feel so sexy or exciting, but it is part of the glue that holds the relationship together in the day to day and in becoming a master of your craft. Sometimes when you found the right profession, work feels like play. Find out how you can apply it to your love life, career, and more. All of the blessings you desire are within you and can be released with diligence. You should be more aware so as not to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be taken advantage of. Just be sure to explore your options. Don't jump too far into a spiritual path until you figure out what feels right for you. In your attempt to live in the moment and be spontaneous, signifies an individual who hasn't required all the emotional tools necessary to contribute to a practical relationship. It serves as a call to reevaluate your intentions and motivations. It's a reminder to take a break. Your intentions and intuition may not necessarily be connected to your goals right now. Try to reconnect with what you really care about and think through the near future carefully. Watch your step. You may feel scared to begin a new journey. That's understandable. It can be hard for you, but life is changing, opportunities are happening, and you are feeling resistant toward moving forward. You are longing to be free, but responsibility and commitment weigh you down. It represents a lack of focus and immaturity and distracted behavior. And limiting self beliefs plague you, preventing you from moving forward. It's time to free yourself from the past and proverbially clear out your closet to create room for new things and experiences and see things for what they really are. Focus your inner dialogue and your conversations with others on what you can do to produce positive change. It indicates a day when you will find your voice to speak up and demand what you want. You may be about ready to take some important steps and changes in your life after having made some careful assessment, after having been stuck and unable to move on due to confusion and not knowing what is going on. It's a reminder that we are the creator of our reality. Look beyond the veil of illusions that your current limitations are projecting. It indicates that you are now ready to experience an emotional release of some kind, and now you're finally letting go of the boundaries and restrictions that limit you. It shows a prolonged period of emotional paralysis where you were stuck for a long time. Now it feels as though your head has recently been cleared of fog. It indicates a time of caring, fulfillment, and emotional security in a relationship, and signifies compassion, love, and caring for others. It represents great intuition or psychic talents in a spiritual context, a little bit psychic and majorly magical, a nurturing figure who intuitively knows when you're feeling down and blue and has a natural tendency to fall deep in love. They have searched and experienced moving through breakups and new loves and learned about kindness and compassion. A sensitive, quiet, and virtuous person who represents seeking and challenging a transformation within. and can indicate a loving relationship with deep emotional and affections, a dreamer and a visionary, and is the full expression of emotional maturity. They love, create, cry, and show themselves. It reminds you not only to treat others with empathy, but to give yourself and your body compassion and love. It suggests a strong emotional connection with oneself and others, and signifies being able to grow and evolve in your workplace, free from unreasonable demands and red tape, being seduced by the material world and physical pleasures of lust and temptation, hedonism and self desire, finding yourself trapped between the short term pleasure you receive and the longer term pains you experience, represent sadness or addictions in a generic sense that represents our shadow side and the self imposed limitation that hold us back, which can symbolize depression, addiction, and feeling trapped, caught in an unhealthy, unproductive situation. The culturally rejected wildness and undigested shadow side that each of us carries in our subconscious. We are to be reminded that while desire is good, taken to an extreme, it can become deadly. We are also to be reminded that the greatest chains are the ones we set upon ourselves and can be considered medicinal. It fuels the mind with creative ideas and stimulates the imagination. It represents vices, addictive behaviors, toxic relationships, and partying. It represents obligations to other people. It is possible you may experience a creative block. There is an aspect of yourself that wants to be expressed, but for whatever reason, you are holding back. It indicates descent into emotional instability, taking the form of obsession, envy, and vindictiveness, and can suggest that you have acted irresponsibly or that you may have allowed your emotions to get the better of you. It indicates negative habits or behaviors that are affecting your health and suggests repressed emotions accompanied by addictions of some sort, revealing negative consequences but act as caution. Signifies a period where your creativity feels blocked or stifled. In a spiritual context, it can indicate that you are losing touch with the physical world and forgetting to live. It's telling you to read the signs, also encouraging you to seek support and guidance from spiritual mentors or like minded individuals. If we continue to live as we have been doing, it will seriously affect us in the long run. It wants us to approach life with the same curiosity and joy we had as a child and find time in our day to live and play. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.